Over the years, the research outcome utilization is becoming a big important challenge. And in fact, in the health sector, there is a rapid advancement of the specific needs for different kind of new therapies, and these are coming out of our research. Now, the translating the research outcome that's why becoming so important, and researchers has to integrate particularly understand the translational pathway, and that's why the translational medical research is becoming so important for development of new healthcare interventions in diverse fields. The basic research, and particularly in different specialties, it can ranges from the cell biology, genomics, proteomics, and also the other side is that there is a lot of research going on in the data sciences area, and on the other hand, the clinical research is also another domain where the doctors and medical experts are doing some research. Now, integrating these basic science to the clinical research is very important. And we still in India particularly, and also globally, there is quite a bit of lack of this integration very smoothly. And that's why many of the basic researchers doesn't have any idea that how his idea or research can be used by the clinician for healthcare, which can be applicable to the patient. And that's why this kind of ecosystem is becoming so important, so that we waste less amount of time just doing exploratory research and utilize whatever research lead we are getting and connect to the clinician, so that we can do a proper translational research pathway delineation. And that's why it's becoming so important. Yeah, so if you look into the current depth of science and scientific understanding, we know that the particular individual, the disease profile depends upon the genomic profiling of the individual, and in certain diseases like say oncology, also the cancer genomics are becoming very important, because whether that cancer is particularly respond to a particular therapy can be now assessed with the help of the different kind of genomic analysis, proteomic analysis, so basically different kind of omic analysis. Now, for that, obviously you have to realize that unless we understand the need, what kind of the personalized therapy is suitable for an individual, it will not be possible to develop that kind of therapy. So for that, we need to have on one side the development of the basic research, our capability, and then which can be optimized for treating a particular disease in a particular patient, so that the disease can be treated more effectively in a targeted way without causing a lot of side effect to that person. So that's why I think these targeted therapy, which is becoming a personalized therapy and personalized medicine, another term we use sometimes, precision medicines. So these are basically a similar kind of, to some extent, interchangeable term and domain of the particular translational research expertise development. Yeah, if you see that in a particularly the cell and gene therapy, which is coming up in a big way, where a particular genetic defect of an individual can be diagnosed and detected, and then that kind of defect can be treated by modulation with the normal gene which can be put into that person. So that can happen in fact in case of cancer. The normal immune cells which are not capable of killing the cancer, we can engineer these cells in a way that they can again go into the system and kill the cancer cells. So similarly, these kind of the areas, and there are many of the genetic mutations which can be also cured by this kind of precision therapies. And apart from that, there is another area which is also expanding very rapidly, is the pharmacogenomics. Now, every individual has got a propensity to develop side effects to a particular drug, and that depends upon its genomic makeup, which is related to the metabolism and all the body system which is functioning in that particular individual. If we know his pharmacogenomics criteria, then we know that what kind of dose will be suitable for that individual to treat it effectively. So in that scenario, the pharmacogenomics and understanding with the individual genomics of that person can be integrated to develop much more targeted suitable therapies. So if you see, those are the situations which needing a total change of our perception of this research utilization in clinical practice and as well as healthcare. As I have told you already that the lot of the basic researchers are doing very well, good research in different institutes and universities in our country. But then in Amrita Research Center, Delhi is very closely connected with a huge multi-speciality Amrita Hospital with 2,600 bedded, with multiple specific domain specialties. Now you have to realize that we have a chance to really work with the clinicians who are dealing with these patients suffering from different kind of diseases. So we know that what are the requirement or unmet need for treating these diseases, particularly with reference to affordable and accessible health care. Now on the other side, we have basic researchers who are joining us maybe to do PhDs in a particular domain. But overall idea that how the research track can be developed to solve, there are several unmet needs, and also to solve the issue of affordability and accessibility healthcare. And there these basic researchers can develop and the research track depending upon the need. So how it can be done, we are trying to develop a course to make these people, the students, understand that how they can plan their research, how they can design their studies, how they can validate and do the proof of concept study, and then do the preclinical study, and then go to the clinical trial. And in that course also, we are not only focusing in a particular area, but we are giving them an idea ranging from the molecular biology, the cell biology, the advanced pharmacology, neurosciences, including the data sciences and artificial intelligence. So that means these students in a 2-year course, they will have a very clear-cut idea that what is the specific translational medicine strength they can contribute to, and they can achieve a lot of their research successfully utilizing their research outcome, which can lead to a healthcare intervention development. So that is the aim of our course in translational medicine here. Yeah, so as we are exposing them to different kind of translational track, it can be a protein-based medicine, it can be a genome sequencing utility, it can be a biomarker research. Now when they will graduated from this MSc course, so they are fit to enter into this industry, which are a huge industry now, which we call biotechnology based health product. The biotechnology based health product ranges from the new generation of vaccine development, cell and gene therapy, then even the antisense oligonucleotide therapy. So these are little the advanced form is normal pharma industry, which is when we are student, we know and we have learned and worked in that domain. So to do interdisciplinary domain is becoming very important, and including the AI interface coming in a big way. So we strongly feel that as we are training in this 2 years course, our student and they are learning and getting ideas of the different tracks, tracks which are leading to different kind of the advanced healthcare interventions, which are very advanced therapeutic interventions we are talking about, including maybe in the robotic interventions and all those image analytic interventions. So those they will be very well versed and trained in that. So all the industry which are associated with these advanced biotechnology based healthcare product development, which also applicable to the advanced cosmeceuticals development, so these students will be very fit to work in those industry, and not only as a R&D but also can contribute in their study design, including they may be also good for their regulatory pathway delineation, which is a big challenge. So that's why we feel that's a unique course we have initiated in Amrita Research Center, Delhi, and in future it will have a great contribution in strengthening this whole area of biotechnology based health product development in India. Yeah, so basically if we look into our course design, in the course design 1 year we have got their all the theoretical the training and their understanding, which ranges from the cell biology, the biomarker research, and the advanced pharmacology and all those components. But at the same time we have classes to make them understand what are the basics of entrepreneurship and what are the ways they can also look into the fundraising, and what are the component where the unmet need determination and detection they can do. And so that is 1 year. Second year we have kept for them is only for research. In that research our focus is to expose them to the clinical area. So basically they will be working on the human samples and human interface in a diverse situation. Some of these researchers can work on some device development, some can develop in a bioassay development or biomarker development, and other may even work on some of these microbiome based delivery system development. So if you look into it, so they will be very strong in understanding the whole area of the translation, not theoretically but also practically, as we are training them in the bioentrepreneurship development also. So I feel that this is a unique kind of effort by the Amrita Research Center, I mean our university particularly, and where we really bridge the gap between the basic science researchers and with the clinicians, where the translation of the research outcome would be very feasible. It will encourage the different entrepreneurship program also to take them, and they can contribute to society much better way. Yeah, so basically is as a part of this interdisciplinary exposure. So Amrita Research Center is already signing a lot of memorandum of understanding with leading engineering institutions, the leading basic science institutions in India, in Delhi and also across other parts of India. So we are already creating a huge network with a very advanced research domain and research expertise in other institutions. So these students obviously are getting exposure to the best of these high-end scientific research facilities, as well as their expertise and domain-specific knowledge. So we feel that as the milieu in this center also, where we have got these several different expertise coming together. We have got all the basic science research lab, genomics, proteomics, and with a GLP compliant animal facilities, then also GMP manufacturing facility, and along with we are trying to also initiate the bioincubation process. So if you see in this, the Amrita Research Center itself, the students will be getting an exposure that not only to do research, but how to take their research based the prototype which they may have done, either a new drug or a new device, and how to do its animal trial, generate the data, analyze their safety and efficacy, and then make it the applicable for clinical trial and after CDSCO's approval. And also they are exposed to the different ethics regulations also during their courses. So if you look into it, these people, even after 2 years, which is sometimes we achieve after a PhD, but PhD also very focused area. In one area they know. But these MSc people in translational medicine, they in 2 years they will get a huge exposure of these whole portfolios and the greater area of the translational medicine scope, and which will be good for industry, as well as they can also develop their own entrepreneurship and then the startup ecosystem. And as we are looking into, the biotechnology based health product is in a greater sense will be a next thrust after the excellence in the area of the pharmacology, where India obviously is one of the giant. 1/3 of the drugs are produced in India. So I think I have a feeling that even if our effort is in the initial stage, but this kind of courses will lead to a greater success of India in the domain of biotechnology based health product development. So currently we are mainly taking from the life sciences, but as you realize that the biotechnology and different kinds of other technology, so there is a very good interdisciplinary component scope. But as the biotechnology based health product, their cell and gene therapy and all the cellular process biomarker research, it needs quite a bit of life science component. So this course initially we have opened up for the life science graduates. But then even some of these BTech students who are done in their biotechnology, I think we are accepting them also.